Brigitte Macron's daughter has slammed the grotesque right-wing conspiracy theorists who claimed her mother was born a man and praised Kate Middleton for taking on the trolls. .40-year-old French lawyer Kate Middleton, who was just 10 when she found out that her teacher mother was seeing a pupil 25 years younger than her, has come to her mother's defense to say she was right to use the law to fight the online misinformation about her. Last year, Ms. Macron won a libel case against a freelance journalist who made the initial claim that she was not born a woman, but not before the vicious and unfounded rumor went viral on social media. You have the really clear victims like my mother and the Princess of Wales, and then you have others who have been whipped up and muddled by the misinformation, said Ms. Middleton in an interview with The Telegraph. Ms. Middleton commended Kate over how she had handled the intense pressure from the public to reveal the reason she had to have surgery in January. I was so incredibly touched by Kate's video. I found it so moving. There she is, asking people to leave her alone so that she can get on with her medical treatment in peace. But it really touched me. I thought she was so brave to do that. Because in the end she was forced to do it. There was so much pressure. This, despite her having so many more important things to think about, yet everything was polluted with fake news, each piece of misinformation worse than the one before. Ms. Middleton was proud that her mother had taken the false claim made by far-right magazine Fez et Facts documents, to court, arguing that it is important for people to be able to have legal support in these situations. It's the same kind of thing we went through, and I find those kinds of polemics grotesque, on the same level as being told we are all being governed by lizards. So our response to that, or my mother's response, was to file a legal complaint, and I trust the law to re-establish the truth there. The law does have to intervene in instances like that. On a national level, it needs to condemn that kind of behavior, and beyond that, on a European level, we need to think about what kind of legal arsenal people should have at their disposal. Those spreading the transgender rumors were Amandine Roy, a 52-year-old clairvoyant, and Natasha Ray, 48, who styled herself as a freelance journalist. A judge sitting at Lisieux, in Normandy, originally fined the two women the equivalent of £1,700 each, after finding them both guilty of libel. But, following appeals, Roy was fined the equivalent of just £850, and Ray had £1,300 of her £1,700 fine suspended, meaning she had to pay just £400. In a previous interview, Ms. Middleton said she was also wounded at claims on social media that Brigitte was born male. I have concerns about the level of society when I hear what is circulating on social networks about my mother being a man. French President Emmanuel Macron has spoken out for the first time against claims that his wife was born a man, saying the rumors were false and fabricated. Mr. Macron, 47, expressed his anger and frustration about continual speculation about Brigitte Macron, 70, whom he married in 2007. The worst thing is the false information and fabricated scenarios, said Mr. Macron. People eventually believe them and disturb you, even in your intimacy. The president was speaking on International Women's Day on Friday, after inscribing the guaranteed right to abortion into France's constitution.